Now, Jenkins is an automation server which is used for continuous integration and continuous delivery of the project. That is CI and CD, which is means continuous integration CI, and CD means continuous delivery. Now, when we have created this Subhash test ng, this one, or Subhash Maven we have created, so we have created this particular project Subhash Maven on my local system, on my Eclipse. So this project is located at my local machine. When I had created Subhash test ng again, here we have created this project. We have created this project on my local machine. Or when I've created this Subhash Cucumber, this is a Cucumber project we have created in our last class. This project again we have created on my local machine. So now if I have created this particular project on my local machine, it is accessible only by me. It is not accessible by any of my team members. Any other member cannot access it. But when we are working in a team, so what we do, we should keep our project on a centralized repository so that other person can also access my work. And whenever he is, so maybe Subhash is working on his machine and Karthika is working on his machine. Both are working on their own different machines. But what they want to do, Subhash is working on login example and Karthikeya is working on a sign in example, or say shopping example. So now they are doing the unit testing on their system. But when they write the code, they need each other code also. They want each other code also to run and execute their application. So what they can do, they can keep their file from their local machine to the GitHub repository. So GitHub is a repository where we can upload our Java files, and different team members can upload their project, their files on the GitHub repository, which can be accessed by any person. So that's why, if you remember, we have created Maven project, because I told you that in Maven project, there is no need to download the physical jar file, and every dependency we are adding is in pom.xml file. So this project will become portable. So now first thing is that when you want to use the Jenkins, the first thing is that your project should be located on the GitHub repository. So what is this GitHub? GitHub is a website. You can go to this github.com. So github.com is a website, okay, where you can create your account. You can sign up and you can create your own account, and you can create the account as a student. So it will be created free of cost. And then you can sign into this GitHub, or company can also create a GitHub account and can give you the access to the GitHub account. Like if I go to my sign in and I write Parag, I'll sign it by my account. Let me see what is my password. Uh, okay, so I'm signing to my GitHub account. अरे श्रेष्ठ आगे क्या? कॉल करो जरा, उसे अंधेरा हो रहा है. अंधेरे में कौन सा पार्क चल रहा है? Just a second. Okay. So let me sign into my uh, this account. So you can create your own account. And then you can sign into it. Okay. So it has, so now I have been signed into my account. And after that, what you have to do, you have to click on this plus button here. After logging in, you will get this. So this is the website github.com. Create your account and log into your account. And then you will get this plus button. And when you click on this plus button, you will get this new repository. Click on this new repository. And you can give the name of this repository. Any name you can give. Say I give SUBHASH Subhash test ng. Okay. Any name you can give. And public means it is accessible publicly. Private means you can make it your own repository, only you can access it. So I'll make it as public only, and then click on create repository here. So it will create a space repository. This is a github.com is a website basically which creates the space for you. This is a link, that is Parag Guide slash Subhash test ng. This is the URL. This is the space which has created where you can upload your project here. So now first step is that we have logged into this site and we have created a repository. Now, how to upload the project on this repository? For that, we need to go to google.com and we need to download, first of all, download Java. Because up till now, I have not downloaded the Java on my machine. Because if you remember, we are working on Eclipse. And on first day, I told you that when we are downloading the Eclipse, the Java comes bundled up with the Eclipse, and we do not have to separately install the Java on my machine. But now I have to upload the project from the command prompt CMD. For command prompt, I need to install Java on my machine. Hence, first of all, if Java is not installed on your machine, then you have to download JDK, and from JDK you can click on JDK 17, which is a longer stable version. ठीक है, JDK is a latest long term support, or you can download JDK 21 also, no problem. On my machine I have downloaded JDK 17 and then you can download it from here, Windows, because my operating system is Windows. Click on this Windows and then you can click this installer, this one here. So it will be downloaded on your system. I have already downloaded. I have already downloaded it. This one. And I have already installed it after downloading. So I have installed it, and it is installed in my program files JDK 17. You can copy the path of JDK 17. This is the path of JDK 17 I have copied, and then go to the environment variable, right click on this PC, go to properties, go to advanced system settings, go to the environment variable, click on new here in the user variable, click on new, and in the variable name write Java capital underscore home here, Java underscore home, and paste the path of the Java installation. This is the path you have to set. So Java underscore home will set the home directory where my Java is installed. I have already set this here. So I will not set it again. I have already set it. Then here in the user variable only, you will find this path. Double click on this path. Again click on new and paste the path, and also write \bin. So you have to set the path up to the program files Java JDK 17 bin. I have already set it, so I will not set it again. So you see, I have already set it. So this is what you have to do. That is, you have to download Java, install Java, and set the environment variable. After that, again, after you have installed the Java, again go to google.com, and after going to google.com, write download download git. Now this is the important thing. Sometimes people write download GitHub. This is no. GitHub is a website. GitHub.com. This is the website. You do not have to download GitHub. You have to download only Git. Git Git. So do not write download GitHub. This is wrong. This will give you wrong information. Wrong download. Do not download GitHub. Just write download Git. This one, and it will take you to this website. Git. First one. This one. Git.scm.com. So it will take you to this website Git, and again click on this Windows here, and when you click on this Windows, again it will download. It will download. Like this here. It will download Git like this on your system here. Again you have to double click and install this Git on your system, and after this is installed Git, then you can check whether it is installed or not. Just you have to click next, next, next. Okay, double click on this setup, and installer will install, accept, and do the next, 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 and it will be installed. And here you will find Git here inside your program files. Like Java is installed, similarly Git will also be installed here. Okay, now then again, so I have downloaded Java, installed Java, then I have downloaded Git and installed the Git. Then one more thing I have to download. Again go to google.com and again write download Maven. Why I am downloading Maven? Because as I told you, why previously I was executing the project from the Eclipse, and Eclipse was executing the project from my local machine. But right now, what I am doing, I am uploading the project this on this server, github.com, and I want to execute this particular project from this location, not from my machine. I want to execute this project from the repository. So I will not be using the Eclipse, because Eclipse is used to run the project which is available on your local machine. Eclipse cannot run project from the website github.com. For that, I need to download Java separately. I need to download Maven separately, because up till now when I was working on Eclipse, so I was using the Maven from the Eclipse, which is bundled up in the Eclipse. But now I have to download it separately. So again, we have to write download Maven, and you will get this link, Apache Maven downloads. And then again, you can go to this files, and from there you can download this one, Apache Maven zip, this one, binary zip archive. Click on this, so it will download as a zip file. This one, click on this and it will download. So again, I will show on my machine. So you see, I have downloaded like this. Here, you see, I have Apache Maven, I have downloaded as a zip file. So I have downloaded Git, I have downloaded Java, I have downloaded Maven. Okay, and I have installed Java, set the environment variable, installed Git. Now Maven, it will not install, it is a zip file, so I have to extract it. So what I have done, I have copied it from the downloads and pasted it over here. You see, from the downloads, I have copied and pasted in my C location, Apache Maven, and I have extracted it. Extract. So this is extracted here. Apache Maven is extracted. Inside Apache Maven, bin, here, this is the path. C Apache Maven bin. Again, you can copy the path, Control C. Okay. Like I have copied the path for the Java. Similarly, I have copied the path for this Maven. And then again, if you want, just a second, you can go to the environment variable, properties, advanced system settings. Sorry. And then click on this path. And if you see, I have set the Maven path here. C Apache Maven bin. Like I have set the Java JDK bin path. Similarly, I have set the Apache Maven bin path. And similarly, I have installed the Git on my machine. And I have set the Git bin path also. C program files Git Git bin here. Okay. So this is environment variable we have to set. Okay. So C program files Git and bin. This path also you have to set. Okay. So I have done 4 things. Step number 1, I have created a account on GitHub and logged in and created this repository. Then I have downloaded Java, installed the Java and set the environment variable of Java, Java underscore and path. Then I have downloaded Git, installed the Git and set the environment variable for git bin path. Then I have downloaded the Maven and extracted the Maven and then copied the path up to the bin, Maven bin, and add it as an environment variable. This is all I have done. After doing all these things, go to your command prompt cmd. Okay, go to your command prompt cmd. Now in your cmd, it is giving me the location C users Parag Saxena. But I want to go to this location. That is, I want to upload this project. This project which I had created, Subhash Test NG. This project I want to upload here. I want to upload this project. Now, if you remember, this one more important point. When I was running this particular Subhash Test NG, so I was running this test ng.xml file. When I was right clicking, run as test ng suite. So it was running this test ng.xml file. Here in my test ng.xml file, I have written this test and the name of the test which I want to run, login test shop test. It was executing this file. But now I will be uploading this particular project on the repository, and from there I want to run this particular project. If you look at this particular project, Subhash Test NG, it is using the Java version 1.8. You see here in Subhash Test NG, what is the Java version? GRE system library. It is 1.8. It is using. But now when I am running the project from my command prompt, it is using Java version 17 here. It is using 17 version. So for that, I have to add some tags in my pom.xml file. So before uploading, I have to add following tags in my pom.xml file. What you have, I will copy it from here. So it is saying that my Java version is 17. So I will add this properties, control C, and where you have to add, you have to add before the dependencies tag, before. So I will go back and I will open my pom.xml file of Subhash Test NG, and before the dependencies here, I will add this tag. Why I am adding? So that when I run this program, so it will compile this particular program by JDK 17 version. So before the dependencies tag, you have to add these properties, which tells me the compiler version. Okay. Now, second thing you have to do is I have to specify where is my testng.xml file. When I was running the project from Eclipse, so I was running testng.xml file here. I was running right click and run as testng suite. So I was running this testng.xml file. But I was running this testng.xml file from the Eclipse by right clicking and run as testng suite. Like this I was running. But now, as I already told you, I will not be using Eclipse to run my project. Then I should be, I have to inform to my program because it will run this testng.xml file. So I have to inform my program where is my testng.xml file. For that, again, I have to add these lines. I have to add these lines after dependencies. After dependencies, I have to add. So again, I will go to this pom.xml file, and after the dependencies tag, after my dependencies tag, I have to add this line like this, which tells me where is the location of my this XML file. So this is compulsory before uploading the project. Now this is the test ng project. Okay, it may be Cucumber project also, like we have also created Subhash Cucumber here. So again, if I go to this Cucumber project, same thing you have to do in the Cucumber project also. Here it is using JDK version 1.8. So I have to tell me the compiler, which is my compiler. So I have to copy this code before dependencies, before dependencies here, like this, properties before dependencies. And similarly, when I was running the Cucumber project, what I was running, I was running this runner class. I was running this runner class. Right click, run as JUnit test. So I was running this runner class. So again, I have to specify where is my runner class. So for that, like we have specified, where is my testng.xml file. Similarly, you have to specify where is my runner class. So again, for the Cucumber project, if I'm using a Cucumber, then also you have to add the location of your runner.java. Where is your runner.java? So again, I will copy it from here and paste it after the dependencies. After the dependencies, paste it. So it will automatically locate the runner.java, which is your runner.java. So before uploading the project, you have to add these in your pom.xml file. If you do not add these in your pom.xml file, then you will not be able to run that particular project from the Jenkins server. Okay. Now I have this Subhash Cucumber and Subhash Test Engine. Two projects I have. First of all, I will upload this Subhash Test Engine. So what is the location of my Subhash Test Engine? You can right click on Subhash Test Engine, right click, go to the properties, and you will get the location in the resource. You can copy this location, and then you can come back to your command prompt. CD means change directory, backslash, it will take you to the C drive. Then CD, change directory, and paste the location, enter. So it will take you to this project location. C users Parag Saxena Eclipse Workspace Subhash Test Engine. So you have to come to the project location which you want to upload. And after that, you have to write certain git commands like git init. Okay. So this is a git command. And this git command will work only when you have downloaded git and installed git on your system and set the environment variable for git. Then only it will work. So you have to just write git init and enter. It will create a empty git repository. Then you have to write next command git add star, git add star. It will add the all the files in that particular empty repository which it has created, git init. Okay, I have also written these commands over here. I will mail to you. So I have already written these commands like git init git add, then git status. So if you want to check the status whether it has been uploaded or sorry, not uploaded, added or not, then you can write git status. If it is green, then it means has been added. If it is red, then it means it is not added. So it has added all the files in the repository. After that, git status, then git config user.email. So I will write again git config user.email, and you have to write that email which you have used in logging into the repository here. When I was logging to this repository, so I have used my email ID. Same user ID, same email ID you have to mention. Parag guide at the rate yahoo.co.in. Okay, within the double quotes. Everything is written. Git config user.email double quotes your email ID and enter. Then again git config user dot name. Okay, git config user dot name. Again username which you have created. So when you sign up to your github.com, then it will ask you to register your username. It will ask you to register your email ID. Same you have to give. Like my username is Parag Guide. Okay, and then after entering the username, then git commit. Commit means it will save the changes with the message. Dash m means message, whatever message you want to give. So I will write git commit. Dash m means message, and message you can write any message like uh, test ng project. It will save the changes. Commit means save the changes with the message. Okay, so project has been committed. Now after commit, you have to push. Push means upload. Git push dash u. Git push dash u, and after that you have to write the URL of the repository. What is the URL of the repository? This is the URL of my repository, this one, where I want to upload. Control C. URL of the repository, and the as you have to upload as a master. Git push dash u, URL of the repository, and you have to upload it as a master, and you have to write master also. master master. Enter. So see, it is uploading the project. Maybe it will ask you with the password again. It will open the browser and it will ask you to log in again. So you can write your user password also if it want to authenticate, and after entering the password, it will upload this particular project here. So like upload done. So like if I refresh it, this is the location. Now if I refresh it, refresh, then you see this is the project which it has uploaded, pom.xml file. Same pom.xml file which was available on my Eclipse here, this one has been uploaded to this repository. You can also view it. You see, this is the, you can also view it from here like this. So this is the same thing which I have just added, properties etc. which I have added. Okay, you can go to this and src test. Yes, you see, src test, then Java. You see, same package, core, Excel. Excel is also uploaded. This one, core, same page hook. So everything which I have written on my machine has been uploaded to this location. Now it means now my project has become centralized. I can access from any computer, any laptop, and also other my team members can also access this particular URL repository. They can also commit their project, and their project will also be committed over here. So whatever they are writing on their system will be uploaded here also. So it means every project will be, every data will be available at this location. This is my, similarly again, if I want to upload the, this is the first project, so I will copy this URL. This is my Subhash test ng URL. I'll copy it so that I can use it later on. This is, say if I want to upload the Cucumber project also. Okay, so it's not like that you can use test ng. Again I will go to this plus, create a new repository. I can give the name of the repository as Subhash Cucumber. So I will give the name as Subhash Cucumber, and then create repository will again create this new URL here, but it is empty. Now if you want to upload this particular project also, Subhash Cucumber, then again you can right click on this project, properties, copy the path, control C, and then go to the command prompt, and then you can write cd backslash, it will take to the C drive, cd copy, and it will take, so this is the root folder of the project. Then you have to write the same commands like we have written, git init, which will initialize it, then git add, which will add it, then status will show the status, then email ID, username, commit. You can give the message like Cucumber project, and then git push dash u, command for uploading was git push dash u, and the URL you can copy from here, control C, git push dash u and master, enter. Okay, and then you can refresh and check again, the project has been uploaded. So in that way you can upload the project. Now when my project is uploaded, now what you, when we were working, so you can work on your project on a local system, and then you can upload it on a centralized repository in that way, and it will become centralized. Now up till now, as I told you, I was running the project from here, from Eclipse. and it was running the project from the local machine, C colon Parag Saxena Eclipse location. But now my project I want to run from here, which is remotely available. So I will not use Eclipse. Eclipse through Eclipse I cannot run the remote project. So I will close the Eclipse. Now I have uploaded the project. My project is available over here. I will again copy this URL so that I can use it later on. So I have two repositories available with me. Now, next question is how to uh, run this particular project. To run this project, we require a Jenkins server. So Jenkins is a automation server which is used to build. Build means building the project, compiling the project, adding the dependencies to the project, building project, which build, run, and test and commit the project. That is called continuous integration. So as we upload our project on a repository, we have to commit the project means save the project, then build the project means compile the project, then run the project means execute the project, and then whatever scenario we are doing, if it is passing, then we have to integrate, or otherwise we have to retest it. So that is called continuous integration, continuous testing. For that we require a Jenkins server. So again, what we have to do after doing all these things, again what we have to do, we have to go to this google.com, and then you have to again write download Jenkins. Okay, when you write download Jenkins, this website will open, and from there you can download this file, var file, war file. This is long stable version, download Jenkins 2.46, this one, and click on this war file. Okay, when you click on this war file, it will be downloaded. Again, it is not a setup. I've already downloaded. You see, like here it will be downloaded. Uh, Jenkins.war, this one. Okay, do not double click on it. It is not a setup file. Like we have downloaded Selenium, it was a library. So we have not double. It is an application which is installed. It will not install Jenkins.war. So what I have done, I have downloaded this war file. It is like a jar file only, jar file. Similarly, it is war file. After downloading, I have copied this war file here. Okay, do not double click on it. Just copy this war file. Like I have copied it, and I have located it at. I have created one folder by the name of Jenkins, and I have pasted it over here. So you can download this war file, and then you can copy and from the downloads, and you can keep it in a specific location. Now, how to run this war file? For that, I have opened this notepad, and in notepad I have written this command: java space dash jar, and after that I have given the path of the war file. Okay, so this is the command you have to write: java all small, then space hyphen jar. There should be no space between hyphen and jar, it is one word, hyphen jar, dash jar is one, no space in between. Then location of the var file on your machine, where you have kept the var file, the location of that, uh, and then by default Jenkins server uses the port 8080. So if you so on my machine 8080 port was already occupied. So if you want to run the this Jenkins server on other port, if you do not write this port, then also it will work, but it will work on 8080. If you want to change the port, then only you have to write dash dash http port is equal to port number. So it means this dash dash is not compulsory. If you want to change the port, then only you have to write dash dash http port. Otherwise, you can keep up to here only. So I have written this command in a notepad, and after writing this command on a notepad, save it. File, save as. Save anywhere, wherever you find want to save it, you can save it by any name. कुछ भी नाम दे सकते हैं, you can give any name, but give the extension .bat. Bat means batch file, and from below txt select all files. Okay, so save this file by any name, like I have given the name run Jenkins, but the extension should be .bat, which will make a batch file, and from below select all files and save. I have already saved it, so it will be saved here, like here. I have saved it as a batch file, Windows batch file. So this is a command we have to write on a notepad and save it as a batch file. Now when I run this particular batch file, it will run this command. This one, you see, java dash jar location of my var file and the port number. This command will execute and this will run the Jenkins server. Okay. Now the message is Jenkins is fully up and running here. Jenkins server will start. Now you have to configure the Jenkins server also. Okay. To configure the Jenkins server, you have to go to the browser and write the port http localhost. If you are using default port, then 8080. If you are using, like I am using 9091, so I will write 9091 like this. So after your Jenkins server has been started here, like this command prompt you are seeing, see here, it has been started server. Then after that, go to your browser, write http colon backslash backslash localhost 8080, or otherwise like I am using 9091, so I will write 9091. Now one more important thing you have to note down. What? That on my machine it is already configured on my laptop, but when you will be running this for the first time, then you will get one window. On my machine it is saying sign in to the Jenkins, but on your window it will give you the one message, enter the temporary password. So first of all it will generate the temporary password, which you can view from here. So it will when it starts the Jenkins server, so it will generate a temporary password which you can view in your command prompt, and then you have to enter the temporary password. Okay, after entering the temporary password, when you click OK, it will authenticate that temporary password, and then you will get the option to install the suggested plugins. So you click on that, that is, click on install suggested plugins. and click OK after clicking on install suggested plugins, and it will automatically install some suggested plugins on its own. Okay, so it will take 5 to 10 minutes depending upon your NS system and depending upon the internet so it will add automatically, it will add the suggested plugins. This is the first time process you have to do, and then it will ask after it install the suggested plugins. You just select accept and OK, accept and OK, and it will take some time, and it will automatically install the suggested plugins automatically for the first time after entering the temporary password. Then it will ask for creating your account, like it will ask your name, it will ask your email ID, it will ask your username, password, and then your account will be created. And when your account will be created, then after that, it will not ask for the temporary password, it will not ask for the suggested plugins. Now whenever you write http localhost 80 or 9091, it will automatically open this login page. So you can log in by the account you have created. So I will check what is my account. So my account I have created as Parag Guide. मोटर खुली हुई है क्या? Okay, and you will be logged into your account after. When you log into your account for the first time, not regularly, only for the first time, what you have to do? You have to go to this manage Jenkins here. Only first time you have to do. After logging for the first time, go to this manage Jenkins and go to this plugins here, and then go to this available plugins here. Click on this available plugins, and then search the Maven, Maven. So I need to add Maven plugin here. So click on this available plugins, click on search Maven, and it will, after searching, it will give you this Maven information, Maven plugin, which you can install. Okay, like if I look at installed plugins, and in installed plugins, if I show you Maven, you see, this is the plugin I have already added. This one, Maven integration plugin. So it has been already added, but you have to add it for the first time. So you have to go to this available plugins, and you have to search Maven, Maven, Maven. And when you search, then it will give you this Maven and Karkarana. It will give you the link, Maven plugin. Then you have to check, click on this check, and after that it will install button, and you can click on it and it will install. But on my machine, I have already installed, as I've shown you, installed plugin. It is already installed on my machine, Maven. It is already installed, so I will not reinstall it. This is the first time you have to do after logging in. Then what you have to do again, you have to go to this manage Jenkins. This is also you have to do for the first time. And after going to this manage Jenkins, click on this tools here. Click on this tools. And after clicking on this tools, JDK installation here. You will get this JDK installation. When you click on this JDK installation here, you have to add the name of the JDK. Like I have added JDK 17. This you have to do on your own. ठीक है, ये मैंने पहले से I have already done it. So when you will be doing for the first time, then you have to add it. Okay. And like I have added the Java environment variable, Java underscore home, you have to give this path, JDK 17 path. Again, when you scroll down, it will ask for the Git installation. Again, I have already installed Git on my machine. So I will write name Git, and I will give the path of my Git installation. C program files Git slash bin, and then inside bin git.exe. And again, scroll down, and Maven installation here. Maven installation. Again, I have already added the Maven on my machine. So again, I will write name Maven, and again C Apache Maven path I will give Maven underscore home. So it means when you log into your Jenkins for the first time, then you have to add the Maven underscore home from your system. You have to add Git path from your system, and you have to add Java path from your system. This is you have to do. Okay. Because I have already done it, so it is showing on my system. But uh, for the first time, when you have configured the Jenkins and you have logged into the Jenkins for the first time, and you have opened this browser, then you have to do it for the first time. Now after that, come to the dashboard, and on the dashboard you will get this new item. Click on this new item and enter any name, like I add same thing, uh, Subhash Subhash test ng, any name you can give. Then you have to select the Maven project, because it is a Maven project. Click on this Maven project, and after clicking on this Maven project, click on this OK. Okay. एक बार चेक कर लेना जरा. Okay. You can give the description, any description, like my test ng. Okay. Any name you can give. Then scroll down and click on this GitHub project. It is a GitHub project. Click on this GitHub project, and you can copy the URL. URL I have added over here. So you can copy the URL from here. So it means I have to run the project from this URL, and the extension is .git, git git. So this is my GitHub project. Again scroll down. Where is my source? My source is on Git. So again click on this Git. Rolly. Again add the URL Git. Then again scroll down. Nothing to do. Just keep on scrolling. Nothing to do. Just keep on scrolling. And when you come to the build, build means you want to build the project. Then write Rolly clean test. नीचे लाइट वो देखो, मोटर तो नहीं खोल के गए. In goals and option write clean test. Okay. So it means this is all you have to do. Clean means it will clean the test, and test means it will run the test. Just you have to do this configuration and save. Okay. The project will be saved. And after that, click on this build now. Here. You'll get this link build now. Now it is building the project from the repository. No Eclipse is open. I'm not running the project from my local machine. So I am running the project from this Jenkins server. So in this Jenkins server, just what I have done, I have added the URL where I have uploaded my project and other configuration, that is Maven, etc. I have configured on my system, downloaded, installed, and I have configured it on the Jenkins. That is all you have to do first time only. Next time, just you have to click on the new item, click on the Maven project, and add the URL, and it will start the building project. It has been it. You see, project has started executing on my this thing. Project has started executing. Let me enter the uh, some security code it is sending. Just a second. It is 073778. So same project which I was running from my local machine is now being executed by your repository using the Jenkins server. Okay, so it means that particular project is not running from my uh, local machine. It is running from that repository. Okay, so it has been successful. Success. It has been executed successfully. Okay. Similarly, like again, if I go to dashboard, again, if I want to run the Cucumber project, new item, say Subhash Cucumber Maven project. Okay. Any name, my Cucumber, any name, whatever you want to give. Click on this GitHub project. I have already copied this. So this is the URL where I have uploaded the Cucumber project. Control C. Copy the URL from. Add the git.git git with it. Then again you scroll down, source management. Click on this git, copy the URL like this. Then again scroll down, keep on scrolling. Build. In build, just write clean test and save. That is all you have to do. And then when you click on this build now, it will automatically build the project and run the project from the repository here. From here, it will run the project. No need to keep it on your machine. You see, again, it is executing the same. Okay, so TestNG project or Cucumber project, both are being executed by using the Jenkins server. So I think I have shown you in my previous examples that we were running the same project from my Eclipse, and we were using the TestNG annotation and Cucumber annotation, and we have written the same thing on our local system. Same project I have uploaded on the repository, and now I am executing it from the Jenkins server. Okay, so hopefully you have understood this concept now.